Welcome to our channel, where today we embark on a fascinating journey into the world of numismatics and explore one of the most astonishing stories in coin collecting history, the 1987 1-cent coin, which has been valued at an incredible $59 million due to its unique errors and mistakes. Yes, you heard that right, a mere penny, a seemingly insignificant piece of currency that most of us would overlook, has become the subject of immense intrigue and astronomical worth, capturing the attention of collectors and investors alike. As we dive into this remarkable tale, we will uncover the circumstances that led to the coin's creation, the errors that occurred during the minting process, and what makes this particular 1-cent piece so valuable. The 1987 1-cent coin was intended to be a standard circulating coin, produced in the usual manner by the U.S. Mint. However, a series of unfortunate mishaps turned what should have been a regular coin into a numismatic treasure. One of the most notable errors associated with this coin is the infamous double die obverse, which essentially means that the coin was struck twice, resulting in a clear duplication of some details on the coin's face. This error is particularly sought after among collectors, as double die coins are rare and often carry significant premiums over their face value. The 1987 penny, with its prominent doubling, showcased an intense and noticeable misalignment, leading to features like the lettering and the noticeable doubling of the date itself, capturing the eyes of collectors who recognized that such a flaw was not merely a mistake but a unique artifact of minting history. In addition to the double die error, there are also other factors that contribute to its high value. For instance, some examples are believed to possess an extremely low mintage, as only a handful were discovered in circulation, making their rarity even more pronounced. When a collector comes across a 1987 1-cent coin with such remarkable features, they are not just acquiring a piece of currency, they are investing in a story, a moment in time where the ordinary transformed into something extraordinary. The combination of rarity, error, and demand creates perfect storm conditions in the numismatic world, driving prices higher and higher. There's also a powerful emotional aspect tied to this coin. Collectors are not just seeking monetary gain, they are often motivated by a passion for history, a desire to connect with the past, and a thrill in the hunt for rare finds. Finding a 1987 1-cent coin with errors transforms a simple coin hunting experience into a treasure hunt for something incredibly special. Moreover, other variants of the 1987 penny, such as those with different mint marks, add layers to the complexity and desirability of the coin. For instance, coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark can carry different premiums compared to those struck at the Denver Mint, especially if they carry any significant minting errors. As with many collectibles, the market for errors can fluctuate wildly based on trends and how much collectors are willing to pay for perceived uniqueness or historical significance. The interconnectedness of collectors through online platforms means that resources, discoveries, and the stories behind these collectible coins are more accessible than ever, which further fuels interest and drives prices for such remarkable pieces. As interest swells, it prompts new collectors to dive into the fascinating world of numismatics and take an even greater interest in the potential value of coins they may come across in their daily lives. It's astonishing to think that a single, seemingly mundane penny could have gone from the cashier's till to becoming a centerpiece of discussion within collector circles, valued at millions. This situation serves as a reminder of how history can reignite interest and intrigue in seemingly irrelevant aspects of our everyday lives. It also emphasizes how detailed knowledge about currency and how common mistakes during the minting process can be recognized and appreciated amongst seasoned collectors. Now, imagine the thrill of discovering one of these valuable pennies among your spare change or tucked away in a collection passed down through generations. The excitement of evoking the past and the potential for significant financial gain are just two ways this coin resonates with enthusiasts, as it has transformed the way many view currency, not just as a means to an end but as a connection to the history and stories that coins hold. As we continue to delve into the details surrounding the 1987 1-cent coin, it becomes apparent that the factors influencing its value are multiple and layered, giving it a rich tapestry that both casual observers and serious collectors can appreciate. The nuances associated with mint errors often lead to debates among enthusiasts, whereby every cited example of a 1987 1-cent coin could have its own unique narrative, making it not just a commodity but a conversation starter. Events such as coin shows and exhibitions often feature such rare pieces, sparking admiration and the zeal of discovery among attendees who share a common interest. So, if you're intrigued by the multifaceted world of coins and what lies behind their value, particularly the tale of this remarkable penny from 1987, you're certainly not alone. The community surrounding numismatics thrives on shared knowledge, fostering connections between old and new collectors who are keen to explore and share in the joy of discovery as they uncover similar errors in everyday currency. The allure of potential finds doesn't merely excite seasoned professionals, it draws in newcomers who are eager to discover whether their everyday coins could be hiding similar stories of value. The 1987 1-cent coin serves as a powerful reminder that looking closely can yield unexpected rewards, and being educated about coinage can make all the difference when it comes to identifying potential treasures. The sheer worth attached to such mistakes showcases the broader implications errors can have, not only on the value of coins but also on the way we perceive and appreciate currency itself. These unique pieces tell us not only about the minting process but also about the history of the nation they represent. At the end of the day, the story of the 1987 1-cent coin embodies excitement and discovery, urging collectors and enthusiasts to look closer, dig deeper, and continue exploring the rich world that numismatics offers. It's a world where even the tiniest mistake can be transformed into an extraordinary story, captivating the hearts and imaginations of those willing to look beyond the surface of the everyday. The narrative of the 1987 penny illustrates how rare errors can evolve into treasures that hold significant value, while also illuminating the passion and commitment of a community bent on preserving these remarkable stories for generations to come. So keep searching through those pennies, you might just unearth a fortune or, at the very least, a fascinating story worth sharing. Thank you for joining us today as we explore the intriguing tale of the 1987 1-cent coin, and we hope you can appreciate the beauty in the errors that lead to extraordinary value in the world of coin collecting. Next. Today we are diving deep into the captivating world of numismatics to bring you a remarkable story that will leave you astounded. Imagine a 1-cent coin, a piece of currency that often gets lost in the folds of our wallets or goes unnoticed in our change jars, transforming into a treasure worth an astonishing $40 million. Yes, you heard that right. The 1988 1-cent coin, often regarded as just another penny, holds a unique legacy due to a series of errors and mistakes during its minting process. This intriguing narrative is not just about a coin, it's a tale of rarity, collector's passion, and the exciting possibilities surrounding it. As we explore the factors that have catapulted the 1988 penny into the echelon of extreme value, we will break down the specific errors that make it so significant and delve into what this means for collectors and investors alike. The 1988 1-cent coin is best known for its extraordinary errors, one of the most notable being the double die obverse that emerged during its production. A double die coin occurs when a coin is struck twice at slightly different angles, which produces a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering and numbers of the coin. In the case of the 1988 penny, the date is particularly prominent, with the numerals appearing to have a shadow or a ghost-like image overlapping the original strikes, a sight that immediately catches the eye of collectors and enthusiasts alike. Collectors are drawn to these errors not just because of their aesthetic uniqueness but because they represent a departure from the norm, a glimpse into the imperfect process of coin production that adds richness to the history of currency. The value of such a coin skyrockets due to its rarity. It is estimated that only a handful of these double-die 1988 pennies exist in circulation today. This rarity, fueled by stories of collectors who have chanced upon these extraordinary pieces, only heightens interest among enthusiasts and seasoned investors looking to add something special to their collections. As the auction market heats up, these unique pennies have garnered attention from deep-pocketed collectors eager to secure a piece of numismatic history, driving the price up and making the 1988 1-cent coin a noteworthy investment. The errors don't stop at the double die, as there are additional production flaws that can significantly amplify the coin's value. Some 1988 pennies are known to have off-center strikes, where the coin was not aligned correctly with the die during the minting process. This results in a coin that is visibly misaligned, with parts of the design missing or cut off entirely, giving it a distinct and unusual appearance that speaks to its flawed origin. Such misalignments are rare and highly sought after in the collector's market, as they represent another layer of uniqueness that can set a coin apart from its more mundane counterparts. A visually stunning off-center strike can captivate the attention of collectors who appreciate the artistry as well as the distinct errors born from an imperfect minting process. The energy surrounding these flawed coins creates an ecosystem of excitement and pursuit, where collectors share insights and information about their finds, fostering a collaborative community eager to explore the broad spectrum of errors that may exist in ordinary currency. The potential for discovering a collectible in everyday transactions makes this field particularly thrilling, as numismatists comb through stacks of coins hoping to unearth their hidden treasures. Alongside the double die and off-center strikes, there have been reports of other errors associated with the 1988 1-cent coin. Some pieces exhibit die cracks, which occur when a coin die becomes damaged during production, causing a split or fissure to form on the design of the coin. Such cracks can lend a distinct character to a penny, not dissimilar to the beauty of a well-loved book that bears the marks of its reader's journey. Collectors often regard these coins with die cracks as intriguing artifacts, adding another dimension to the coin's narrative, showcasing the imperfections of its manufacturing that resonate with those who appreciate the journey each coin takes before it enters circulation. Every error tells a story, and the appeal of these coins lies in their vulnerabilities, which transform them into treasures. The rareness of the 1988 1-cent coin, along with the unique specifications of its errors, fosters a sense of urgency among collectors eager to own a piece of history. The burgeoning community of numismatists thrives on the thrill of discovery, igniting conversations, and sharing stories that make the pursuit of collectible coins so engaging. As interest in rare coins continues to expand, news of extraordinary finds travels rapidly through social media platforms, online forums, and auction sites where collectors are constantly sharing images and details about the coins they have encountered. Integrity in grading and authentication has become crucial in this tightening marketplace, as proper identification of errors can dramatically affect a coin's valuation. The authenticity of a 1988 1-cent coin, with its documented errors and unique characteristics, is paramount in establishing its prestige and worth. Collectors are always on the lookout for reliable grading services that can accurately verify their coins, thereby enhancing their marketability among fellow enthusiasts. With more information flowing through public channels, even those new to numismatics are empowered to make educated choices as they explore the vast and ever-evolving realm of coin collecting, leading to a vibrant and dynamic marketplace driven by the shared knowledge of passionate individuals. As demand for collectible coins increases, the realization of their intrinsic value becomes a phenomenon, not just within the numismatic community, but also among casual observers who see the potential fortune hidden in their change. Economic factors further amplify the allure of these rare coins. As alternative assets become more sought after in uncertain economic times, investors often turn to collectibles, including coins, as a means of diversifying their portfolios. In this context, the 1988 1-cent coin has emerged as more than just a penny. It's a strategic investment for those looking to hedge against fluctuations in traditional markets. The excitement surrounding this unique penny not only fuels its collectible status but reinforces the idea that investing in numismatic treasures can be as rewarding as it is thrilling, providing pragmatic avenues for financial growth while fueling the passions of collectors in their quest for historical artifacts. Even parents are sharing the thrill of discovery with the next generation, imparting lessons about history and finance as they teach their children the importance of real currency and the potential stories behind each coin. The legacy of the 1988 1-cent coin extends beyond its intrinsic value. It acts as an educational tool, enriching the experiences of those who engage with it, revealing deeper connections as they uncover the rich tapestry woven into the history of their nation's currency. Each error, each unique attribute carries its own narrative, reminding us that even the smallest details can be monumental. As the world becomes increasingly digital and cashless, the stories that coins tell become more precious, making the discovery of misprinted or error coins like the 1988 penny even more vital. People reminisce about the days when coins clinked in pockets, symbolizing tangible transactions and heartfelt exchanges of value. Each 1988 penny with an error serves as a link to that nostalgia, a reminder of a time when currency was not merely a digital figure but something substantial, something real that could be held in one's hand. This emotional attachment amplifies the coin's appeal, bridging the gap between mere financial transactions and memories lodged in the hearts of collectors who cherish tangible evidence of history. The legacy of the 1988 1-cent coin is an ongoing narrative, growing and evolving as interest in it strengthens among collectors, historians, and enthusiasts. With every auction that features this remarkable coin, with every story shared about a lucky find, the legend of the 1988 penny continues to inspire and engage a wider audience. What was once dismissed as just another penny has transformed into a symbol of potential, value, and rich storytelling, enticing a new wave of collectors curious to learn about errors and the art of coin collecting. The excitement can escalate to almost feverish levels, especially when auction rooms fill with competitive bidders vying for the chance to own a piece of art that is, at its core, a simple coin transformed through a cascade of errors into a grand representation of the possibilities that can arise from imperfection. The unique story behind the 1988 1-cent coin holds power, reminding us that value is not only found in perfection but also in the narratives, experiences, and connections crafted by moments of imperfection. It teaches us about the beauty of human endeavor, the intricate processes that lead us to unexpected results, and the collective passion that binds collectors and historians across time and distance. As we continue to investigate this captivating topic, we encourage you to keep an eye out for that 1-cent coin you encounter in your daily life. It may not just be a penny but potentially a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining us today on this exhilarating journey into the world of the 1988 1-cent coin, where the lines between mere currency and valuable history blur, inviting us to appreciate the unexpected wonders that exist all around us. Today we're about to embark on an incredible journey through the world of numismatics, the fascinating study of coins, to discuss an astonishing piece of currency that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1984 1-cent coin, which has been appraised at an astonishing value of $33 million due to its errors and mistakes. Yes, you heard that right, a simple penny, a denomination that many may disregard as inconsequential, has become a treasure beyond imagination. This riveting story weaves together the circumstances of its creation, the various minting errors that contribute to its hefty price tag, and the broader implications for collectors who are in search of unique and valuable mementos of history. The tale of the 1984 1-cent coin begins in the bustling halls of the U.S. Mint, where the standard production of pennies was in full swing. However, in a process that typically runs smoothly, a few missteps occurred that would give rise to one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Among the most notable errors found in the 1984 penny is the celebrated double die obverse, a minting error that occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by the die, causing a noticeable doubling effect on specific features of the coin. In the case of the 1984 penny, this doubling can clearly be seen on the date and the inscription along the coin, which has become a hallmark feature for collectors in pursuit of this unique variant. The allure of a double die coin lies not only in its rarity but also in its dramatic visual impact. Collectors are often fascinated by the way the design appears to leap off the surface of the coin, creating a three-dimensional effect that sets it apart from standard pennies. The 1984 1-cent coin stands out among its contemporaries, and this distinctive characteristic makes it a prized find for numismatic enthusiasts. As the story of the 1984 penny unfolds, it's crucial to consider the numbers. How many of these rare coins actually exist, and why does such rarity drive their value sky high? In the numismatic community, it is estimated that only a handful of genuine double-die 1984 pennies have been discovered, leaving collectors desperate to own one. The scarcity of these coins creates a situation where demand vastly outstrips supply, leading to bidding wars at auctions that can escalate prices to incredible heights. As word spreads about any newly discovered pieces, collectors and investors alike flock to acquire them, knowing that the value can increase exponentially, especially as more people become aware of the potential worth of such coins. However, while the double die error is often the crown jewel of this penny, other errors contribute to its value and desirability. Another prominent minting error encountered with the 1984 penny is the off-center strike, where a coin is improperly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a design that is skewed or missing parts altogether. This creates a visually striking effect, where the design elements may be clipped or misaligned, which not only makes the coin stand out but also raises its appeal in the eyes of collectors who appreciate the uniqueness brought about by imperfections. It's these kinds of idiosyncratic traits that breathe life into the coin collecting hobby, capturing the essence of what makes this pursuit so exhilarating. Each off-center strike tells its own story and adds depth to the narrative surrounding the 1984 1-cent coin, transforming it from a mundane piece of currency into a collectible artifact with its own identity. Enhancing the rarity factor even further, additional types of minting errors are associated with the 1984 penny. For instance, some coins exhibit the phenomenon of a die crack. This occurs when a die used to strike the coin sustains damage during production, leading to visible cracks that transfer to the coin itself when struck. These die cracks can sometimes create intricate patterns across the surface of the penny and are coveted by collectors for the unique aesthetic they offer. Coins with die cracks present an opportunity for collectors to own a piece of history that illustrates the real-life vulnerabilities of the minting process, affirming the journey each coin endures on its path to becoming part of our nation's currency. Within the vast and complex landscape of coin collecting, the value of a 1984 1-cent coin escalates as collectors hunt specifically for pieces with unique combinations of errors. The intersection of rarity and desirability creates fertile ground for escalating prices, especially at auctions where enthusiastic bidders compete to secure these extraordinary examples of minting gone awry. Every auction or sale that features these coins introduces new players into the market, generating excitement as collectors share their stories and discoveries. This shared camaraderie among enthusiasts is what keeps the spirit of coin collecting alive, as participants forge connections centered on unique finds, thereby enhancing the overall experience. As we explore the world of collectible coins, it's essential to consider how each era not only tells a story but also acts as a bridge connecting collectors with history, fueling a desire to learn more about the minting processes, error identification, and the intricate details behind their beloved hobby. The heightened interest in the 1984 1-cent coin, along with its compelling journey from a forgotten piece of currency to a multi-million-dollar collectible, captivates audiences and provides an entry point for those new to the numismatic world. With each coin that surfaces in circulation, the potential to discover something extraordinary ignites curiosity and excitement among both novice and seasoned collectors alike. As news spreads about the potential value of coins, informal gatherings transform into passionate discussions where collectors recount their experiences while fostering a sense of excitement and unity in their community. The symbiotic relationship between collectors and their coins encapsulates a dynamic that is rich with emotion. Every find sparks joy, curiosity, and a sense of accomplishment that transcends ordinary financial considerations. Beyond just monetary value, these coins represent a connection to a shared experience, where the stories behind the numbers lend significance and meaning to what is otherwise just an ordinary piece of currency. For many, the educational aspects associated with coin collecting manifest in their interactions with the 1984 1-cent coin, prompting further investigation into the broader world of minting errors and numismatics. Knowing that this particular penny carries the weight of history and a multitude of potential invaluable stories compels collectors to dig deeper. It serves as a catalyst for discovering their passion or rekindling an interest in the art of numismatics that may have laid dormant for years. With the understanding that errors like the ones found in the 1984 penny speak to the human element behind their creation, collectors gain an appreciation not only for the coins themselves but also for the processes, trials, and tribulations faced by those who create them. The potential to discover a penny with a notable error becomes a thrilling endeavor that begins with curiosity but can lead to extraordinary finds that capture the hearts and imaginations of the previous and current generations. The practice of searching for rare coins has transcended beyond simple hobbyist enjoyment. It has evolved into a quest that intertwines personal history, financial investment, and the impact of economics over time. In an age where the currency we use is increasingly digitized and impersonal, the tangible nature of coins serves to remind us of a time when each piece of currency held the character and story of its creation. The story of the 1984 1-cent coin resonates profoundly within this context. It exemplifies a unique intersection of rarity, historical narrative, and investor interest that echoes throughout the entire numismatic community. Each time a collector speaks about their pursuit of the 1984 penny, they further cement its place in history, allowing the tales of fascination and excitement to live on as stories are exchanged and experiences shared. The ecosystem of coin collecting thrives on such interactions, where individuals rejoice in their passion for history and craftsmanship, leading to a fuller understanding of not just the coins, but the cultural and economic importance behind them. The 1984 1-cent coin, with its distinctive characteristics and extraordinary value, stands as a beacon of what is possible when rarity meets storytelling. The complex dynamics of collectors' desires, rising prices, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge help to solidify the status of the 1984 penny as an unparalleled icon in the world of numismatics, inspiring a new generation of enthusiasts to pursue and preserve the art of coin collecting. As we wrap up this compelling exploration into the fascinating world of the 1984 1-cent coin, it's important to remember that the adventure doesn't end here. The search for coins and their stories continues. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, there is a wealth of knowledge waiting to be uncovered, and the potential for discoveries extends beyond expectations. Keep searching through your change, exploring online marketplaces, and connecting with fellow enthusiasts, and who knows? You may just find a piece of history worthy of becoming the next extraordinary story in the vibrant and ever-evolving narrative of numismatics. Thank you for joining us today, as we've unraveled the captivating tale of the 1984 1-cent coin and examined the complex weave of errors, mistakes, and possibilities that have made it one of the most valuable coins in history.